Okie dokie. How's it going, guys? Let's see. Okay, so I want to quickly talk about the stream's not gonna be super long today, but I really want to talk about a little bit about the set two meta. And what that kind of entails is not what I think is gonna be the strongest decks. And I'm gonna talk about that too. Like I'm not doing a tier list. What I want to talk about is hey, how's it going? Checking more. Um, is I want to talk about how the meta is going to be shaped by popularity and what you should be looking out for and what decks you should expect coming into set 2. Much less about how one deck is better than the other and more about, hey, these decks are all good. You should think about your matchups into these specific decks and why you think about these specific matchups in these decks. Right? So, on that note, what I want to start with talking about, for those of you tuning in, I'm going to talk about the big boogeyman of the set, and let's talk quickly about Zoro. This is my Zoro list. Again, it's by no means like the go-to diehard list, but it does have like all the staples coming into set 2. And thinking about that, it's important to note how like Gordon's and Sunny's, right? Like if you pick these up for your tournaments in set 1, where you get able to get those free Uta packs, now's a really good time to sell them. Because I think that now they're going for, I think this is going for 8, and this is going for 11, last time I checked. And that was like a day or two ago, so now's a good time to sell them. But what's really important to note is now that Red has all these really cool options and tools that they have. Obviously, it's a big boogeyman set. I've been saying it forever, how it's tier 0, blah, 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 whatever, not important. But what's important is you need to know how since it's such a powerful deck, about how popular the deck is going to be. You're going to be playing against this deck, like, all the time. Like, this is going to be a very, very powerful deck, and you need to keep your eyes out for it. Specifically, there's some really powerful cards that they get access to. Again, now we have Sunny is normal. We got that in set 1, and Gordon set 1. But why it's so good is because we have cards like Vista with, see, for Gordon, let's see, for example. Vista makes Gordon way more powerful because on play KO of 3k or less is just stupid. Like, this card is probably the like premier cards of set 2, and because of this card alone, you're gonna see a lot more people gravitate towards red decks because this card is stupid and law including. But just if it has a color red, you're probably gonna see Vista. It's just a staple. It's gonna be in every single red deck from now until the end of time. Card's broken. Gordon being able to bond sling and make it -3 means anything that's 6k or less can now get KO'd from Vista, or again, we also have Robin on the last set. So it's important to be on the lookout for those cards specifically. And I expect Zoro to be the most popular deck of the format. We also, this card, 1-drop 3Ks are a lot more relevant. I know we talked about Ducks in set 1 if you're a long time viewer, where you play a bunch of 1-drop 3Ks, but this deck now has the ability to turn all of your 1-drops really, really high power because of Leader Effect and Magra and Makino being able to bump up these 1-drops. So your Sunny becomes 7k off Leader Effect and Makino or Magra. Your Magra is now a 3k, but with another one it becomes a 6k. You put another Dawn onto it, it becomes 7. Nami, same exact deal. You can make your Tamas even hit for a lot if you have multiple Makinos and Magras, which I happened to me before. It's really annoying. And then another big card to talk about for Zoro is Edward Newgate. Now the thing about Newgate is that it's a staple in red decks, and this card's a giant problem to play against because it's such a big body. It's really hard to get rid of, and it just clears like almost everything. This card is nuts. It's a little bit easy to predict. If they have 9 Dawn, a lot of time they'll play it so they can get it out of their hand, be defensive for a turn, and then have that pressure for the rest of the game. So you can plan around it, but the fact his ability also is a Robin effect to put 2 Dawn into it, KO 3 or K or less, makes Gordon even more relevant as well, and the card's just broken. It's stupid. And you're going to see most red decks kind of, all Zoro decks play Whitebeard or Newgate at like 4, 3 or 4, even 2. However, other red decks, it's a little bit less common. So Whitebeard, you'll see it if they're doing a little bit of mental mind games, and you're going to see a lot less in decks like Claw, which doesn't really have the space for it. But again, it's really important to note this if you're playing at Zoro. This card's super broken. And then Dadon, be able to search for the top 5 for a 1-drop means you search for everything here, and you get to put 1 Dadon onto it and 1 on leader effect, and it becomes a 5k swing, which is really relevant. Same thing with Vista, by the way. I put Janbei in one of, honestly, just be aware that it's a thing. Never bring yourself to 0 life if you can help it, because then they could next turn Janbei or play Luffy and you lose. If they decide to run that, because they still have those options. And the Luffy I'm referring to is from set 1, so the starter deck. This one. So just be very careful. Don't go to 0 if you can help it. And then sometimes they run Miracle Beams, or they run something else. But this is fairly a standard list, except for most of the time Janbei, you'll see Chip Pistol 4. Janbei won't be in the deck. Maybe not. And then the Radical Beam may or may not be in the deck, but everything else is essentially staples. I'm not going to go through like all my card choices and like your list should look like this or not look like this. That wasn't the point of this. It's more that you need to be aware that Zoro is the big boogeyman of now set 2, and you need to know how to beat it. And to beat it, it's more about what deck you're playing, because every deck has a different strategy, of course, now, and it's like really going to take a different approach how to beat it. Again, taking away the resources, whittling them down is really, really great. Denying them life sometimes is good, but if they're punching you in the face, if you don't have a strong defense late game, you will just lose anyways because of Whitebeard. So you have to be very cognizant and be aware of what play they potentially have access to every single turn, and that's how you beat Zoro. It's still not easy by any means. It's something you need to be very aware of, in my opinion. Again, this is probably the most popular deck, and this is the deck you need to know how to beat. Or at least try to do the most practice against. If you can play solo versus yourself on Sim, play against this deck to test your mettle against it, because you really need to know how to beat it, at least in practice. Another deck that I really, really need to be on the lookout for. Let's see if I can. I'll have to make it because I have none of my decks in here, but that's okay. The other red deck of the format, one of the other popular decks, in my opinion, Whitebeard. Whitebeard is really, really powerful coming into set 2, and it's just a really relevant deck, really powerful. And there's 2 versions. Obviously, we have the let me just make the deck really quickly so you guys can see what a very standard one looks like. For that, this is a Stagebeard, and there's Stagebeard version, and then there's the Straw Hat version, and you need to be aware of both. It'll be very apparent to you very quickly which one you're playing against. It's going to be very, very easy to tell, because if you're playing as a Straw Hat version, they'll be playing Straw Hat cards, obviously, and the Stagebeard version will more likely than not opt to not play any of the Stagebeard cards. So, it will look something like this. Something around these lines. It won't probably look exactly like this, but this is a very standard build. If they're running Seaquake versus if they're running Whitebeard, I've seen lists do this, where they run 2 and run 2 of this Whitebeard. Again, it's if you see this card, it's more of a mental mind game. It even also have the effect to become a Robin effect. It's just a really powerful effect. It's something you need to be aware of. They have access to, but more likely they're not running it coming into set 2. But it's something you do need to be aware of. But looking at this, or they'll run more Ace, something like that. Again, this is not the end all be all. There's a lot of things you can change about this list. There's a lot of things you can mess around with. Again, also this probably doesn't run. Yeah, this is not the end all be all for this list at all. But Whitebeard is very defensive, very popular because people are excited about it. So coming into these new regionals, coming into the early parts of it, you need to be very aware of what this deck can do. It's really, really broken. So it's something you need to really be on the lookout for. Personally, I think this might be the best deck in this format, but it requires. It's the easiest deck to play, but one of the hardest to master, in my opinion. I think Zoro is way harder than this, but again, it does have a lower ceiling than Zoro, but it's still really relevant. You have to be aware. You need to be a good Whitebeard player to not make the silly mistakes of playing Marco before like before 2 life. You know what I mean? Or when do you defend your stuff? When you're not defending your stuff, how do you manage your resources? You're losing life every turn. How do you become aware of that? What can you do to stop it? What can you do to help it? All that kind of things. So it's all those things you have to be very aware of. But if you're playing against Whitebeard, my biggest advice is let them burn themselves. Do not attack into it if you can help it. Swing into their characters if you have the ability to rest them or just KO them. Develop a board state. Wait till they take that life. You can attack them to them sometimes and feel pretty decent about it, because sometimes they'll maybe counter out of it if they're not that good with the Whitebeard list, or their hand is just bad, they have to. So sometimes you can test the waters, but definitely try not to. If you're trying to go for game or try to really get some cards out of their hand, swing for multiple 8k swings versus one giant like 18k, because more often than not they'll calculate the highest thing on your board and the amount of counter needed to defend the highest amount. But if you do multiple swings, sometimes they have to waste their guard points, their radical beams, their 2Ks. And if you can get them to use them up, then you can go for the big swings if they have a low enough hand. So you just gotta be very cognizant of that. That's how you beat Whitebeard. The other deck that is honestly the deck I'm probably maining in set 2 is, let me clear this next, is Kinemon. And Kinemon, I'm going to build it really quickly for you. This is what I'm maining, so I'm probably going to build it right here for you. One of this, there's a lot of flexibility with Kinemon. There's a lot of cards you can run, there's a lot of cards you don't have to run. There's definitely some staples in the list, but you really, at the end of the day, you have a lot of flexibility. And you should need to be aware that this deck is a thing. I skipped something. Kiku, Killer, Raizo. So this list, Kinemon, is my personal Kinemon list, and I'm going to be writing a Patreon article about it eventually. But why it's so relevant is because we have ways to tap down their opponent's stuff every single turn, reducing costs. So like your second turn 2 player, you play Okiku turn 1, and you're just kind of set for a while. You have to answer a lot of your things. I play I play one of Yamato and trying out. It's really good. One of Law, just I like it. If I can up this extract by one more, I would, but I can't find space for it. So everything's just so relevant. But I really like this list. It's been really good for me. I got first place with this list yesterday at my locals. Not a big deal, but you know, it's nothing. Kinemon's just a powerhouse. Very good deck. And this is probably one of the more popular decks you'll also see coming into regionals and all this stuff. This is all about resource management. If playing its mirror, good luck, because it's hell. Not as bad as Kid Mirror was, but it's annoying. But they have access to a lot of things. A lot of resource management on their end. If they're good at that, you're gonna be good at this list. There's no really one easy way to deal with it. If you have removal, like if you're playing black, then you'll have a pretty good time. But if you're playing red, it's gonna be a little bit harder because they will drain you of your resources while you can't really do the same back to them. At least unless he's wasting a ton of your resources. So green is a really good matchup for both red decks. So this is just a deck you need to be really worried about if you're playing red. Just be really cognizant of existence, and be aware that you have to practice against it. Know that how it works and stuff. I think you gotta be very aware that this deck is not the easiest of the 3 decks I just named. They're probably the best 3 decks of the format. Out of Whitebeard, Zoro, and Kinemon, this is the hardest to probably play. Very easy to make dumb mistakes, but it's also a lot really rewarding. But again, this deck is really great. I really enjoy it a lot. The other deck that I really like. Again, this is not by means the end-all be-all list for either of these lists. You can do whatever you want. But Kinemon again, really quickly. It's just their tools they've gotten is just nuts. The tools they have in green is just really powerful. The fact that they have Odin, this new Yamato is literally insane, and you can play it for reduced costs is just unfair. Um, it's just really powerful. So back to what I was saying. Smoker, again, you have to be very aware of this color in this deck because a lot of people are really like this list. It's very popular. Very popular deck, and if you don't know how it works, you're gonna get slammed, no matter what. They'll KO their effects with effects like the Sakazuki, Kobe, Kuzan combo with Mirror Volcano. You guys if you've seen any of my previous streams with Smoker, you've seen this. Garp, this card board that can't get KO'd. All these things are really relevant, and it's gonna be probably one of the more popular decks, even though it's not one of the best decks. But it's gonna be it's a very exciting color because it's a new color. A lot of people like this deck. Be aware that this is gonna be a very popular deck, and just know it. That's a thing. Very powerful deck too. So the only thing is that about Smoker you need to be aware of is that it is not. It has almost an auto loss matchup into Zoro, which is the most popular deck, which means you're going to see probably not as much as you would see of this than you would see probably as Kinemon, but it is still something you need to be aware of, especially because Kinemon just kind of loses to this. For the most part, it's very hard to come back from this list or from this deck, so just be aware that this is a thing when you're playing Kinemon. So how I like to actually think about this meta as of right now, in terms of popularity, in terms of tier lists and blah blah blah. Don't even think about that, but it's kind of like a triangle meta. And what that means for those who are not new, if you're new to card games, is that one deck beats another, it loses to another deck, and loses to another deck. So it makes a triangle, right? So like Zoro and Whitebeard is like the tippy top pinnacle of probably the most popular decks. And that one deck, those two decks beat Smoker and everything else really well. Smoker, and then Kinemon beats, or Kinemon has not beats, but it has a good matchup against red decks. Probably a little bit less popular than red, but it's still really powerful. And has a really decent matchup into the red decks. However, it loses to Smoker, which loses to the red decks. You know what I'm saying? So, Whitebeard, Smoker, Kinemon, it goes like a triangle. Everything else kind of lives like on an outlier where they have kind of decent matchups into them, or maybe bad matchups into them, but they don't define the meta or as popular as those three colors: green, black, and red. There is, however, a really important deck in the form of Law. Law is really something you need to worry about now too, is because it has really good matchups into just about everything depending on your hand. It beats Smoker, it can beat red decks fairly easily if you're a good Law player, and it has a really decent matchup into Kinemon. You need to be really good with Law to make it work. However, Law is just a really powerful pick right now because they have new tools in the form of Vista, Dawn, the Machinos if you need it. Just a really powerful engine that they now have access to, and this deck is just phenomenal. So this kind of lives on a little outlier of the triangle meta where it goes, I'm kind of 50% against everything. Except Zoro, it's kind of still a bad matchup into. Zoro's still its worst matchup. So you'll probably see maybe less of the Law, but if a good Law player is at the table, be very afraid because this deck is nuts. Really hard to deal with, especially if you're Kinemon. I feel like Law is probably one of my worst matchups. That's Kinemon. And then there's also another outlier is Ivankov. Oops. Ivankov, it's another popular deck for the most part. Fairly new. Very fun. A lot of people are going to gravitate towards it because it's, again, new. It's blue. Blue's finally got a lot of tools to deal with things they couldn't deal with before, and it's very powerful answers. Being able to play your Ivankov into a Luffy is just kind of insane. Where's breakfast? There's breakfast. What am I missing? Oh, just two 2K counters, I guess. Like this. It'll look something like this. This is just off the top of my head, so it probably won't be exactly like this. Because again, you either run Boa Hancock or not. Oh, we need Mihawks. So let's cut that for Mihawks. That feels a little bit better. Even. There we go. So this is something probably what more or less an Ivankov list will look like. It's really good matchup into Whitebeard. Not a good matchup into Zoro, so you'll probably see less of it because of that. Has a decent Kinemon matchup. because it's really hard for Kinemon players to get rid of their double 7-drop combo. However, a lot of times if they have Odin on board, then it's very easy. So it's very back and forth. You have to be very careful what you're doing. And if you're first or second player, first player or second player. But this list is really good. It is a little bit of outlier. It's a little bit less meta than the top big three, but it's still really powerful, and you need to know that it exists and know how to play against it. Again, the only way to really get good testing is play online, play with your locals, do as much as you can for those for the regionals coming out. And note if you want to go first, second, depending what matchup and deck you're using. Because if you're playing as Whitebeard, always go second, because it denies them going second, and that's really good for you. And we're going to play a little bit of Kinemon while I'm here. Take that. 3 would be nothing crazy here. 5-drop Marco seems like a mistake, but okay. Play this, tap that down. We can swing 5 into it, but there's not a ton of reason to do that, or 6 into it. Let's swing 5 into it because then we can play a blocker. Discarding the Marco off of that seems insane. Now does he play Kingdu here? Playing the Vista. Okay. That's fine. 5 at lead. We can counter out of that with Toki, because this card's kind of useless in this matchup. And then I kind of low-key want to take this. Yamato's pretty good. He's 2 Dawn up. I don't know what that could be for. 7 into the... I mean, it could be Red Hawk, but... 7 into his Marco. This needs to go away. Yes, we got a guard point off of him. Let's just swing there, draw a card. Yeah, he's using up all his Marcos in hand to keep this kind of not that good of a card on board. So let's just keep doing that. We can swing 7 into it. Because we clear this, we're at a really big advantage all of a sudden. Okay. He's going to keep wasting cards, which is really fine by us. Play the blocker or keep it up for the punk. I think I'd have her... I don't know what to do here. Is it... Or I can play the Momo. That actually feels really good too. I think I want to go Momo. Yeah, let's go Momo. That feels pretty good. Grab Yamato. I have a keep in hand. I don't need another one. Now he's gonna try and clear board and do some damage, which is fine. It also means his things to be rested, so we can actually probably potentially clear his stuff as well. But the thing is, against his, he's playing very weirdly. Like I've never seen Marco be played. I know that understanding the theory would be the same as running 4-drop 6Ks, but it's super, and it gives you a turn to play if you are forced to go first, like in situations like this. But I really don't agree. I'm kind of with Yamato. I don't need it. I super don't agree with the thought, to be honest. Be perfectly honest, I really, especially because he's putting so much defense behind this thing. Use 2 guard points and 2 Marcos, like, that's not, just let it die. And it's too easy to swing into, because now, the beauty of, actually, we can 2K this. The beauty of, Whitebeard is having those 6Ks that you can't just swing your opponent's leader into it, you know what I mean? Like, that was the real beauty of it, and now you just kind of ruin it. So I don't agree with this decision in the slightest. And this won't get rushed because you need to get 2 less life. So he just wasted this card. Okay, I'm thinking this is his first time playing this deck. That's a reasonable explanation of what's going on right now. Swing into the Marco. Oh my god. In that case, swing into this. This is so stupid. Play the X-Drake, kill this. We could Momo again. But I kind of want to play Killer. If I Momo again... yeah, I'm gonna Momo again. I'm gonna grab the Odin or the Ezo. Odin or Ezo. Don't want a counter power in my hand is the problem. Oh, I can grab the Toki. That's actually not bad at all either. If I hold on to the Odin play, that means I have a turn of nothing. Actually, how much time? 8? Yeah, we grab the Odin. And we can play nothing past there. We just gotta be very careful next turn. That's all. But, yeah, no, I mean, the thing with set 2 is that because of this triangle meta, like, I have a fairly, especially because he guarded this Marco, like, so badly. We went through 2 guard points, and a Radical Beam, and 2 Marcos just for him to defend this Marco and get KO'd anyways, all the X-Drake. Like, it was a lot of resources she dumped into it. And he doesn't have his white stage beard. Like, he doesn't have his stage. So he's kind of just sitting there doing nothing. The best thing he can do here is play his Whitebeard 9-drop. Okay, that's also pretty decent. 2 Dawn means he could play Seaquake and get rid of this X-Drake, which would suck. But it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that can get cleared. Gonna be 5 at face. We'll counter with that. 7 at face, we'll take that. Took a counter, does not hurt at all. Now if he has Seaquake, he doesn't have Seaquake. Okay. Now we can do some stuff here. First we can attack into this Jozu. Make him waste 2k before I swing into it again. Okay, doesn't do that. That's fine. I don't necessarily care about the ace here. I just want to swing at face. I really need to play Odin. That's the thing. So now we're going to play Odin, set up for next turn, and we can survive pretty much indefinitely because the Punk Gibson and the 2 cards on the field. We can take both that and survive the oncoming onslaught. He can tap down any blockers he has because of Yamato, so we're just kind of feeling good. I think we pass after that and see what happens. Punk Gibson also means if he misplays and plays as Marco first or another rush piece first, we can really punish, which would be funny. Doubt it, but it's more for the defense. 4k counter is just 4k counter. The fact that he didn't have... I mean, I guess it's technically, in this matchup, Marcos are kind of useless. In theory. Do we take this? He plays another Marco and a stage. 1, 2, 9, 10. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 11. Yeah, we can take this. As long as we win next turn. We gotta be very cognizant. Okay, we can... Now we can have this. So we don't just straight up lose. I wonder if Whitebeard's coming. That would suck. Now he didn't touch anything to leader, which is weird because he's going to use all of his Dawn. Oh, Squard, which means he's probably trying to KO this Odin. Okay, let's get a Okiku. That's a little annoying, but that's actually not that big a deal. Chopper means nothing to us because we tap it down. Let's just start here, swing for 6, tap this down. Just make him waste some cards. Make this 10k. This should be in theory game because he needs 2 cards to defend this 10k swing. Yep, and then good game. Yeah, that was fairly simple. I mean, he played a lot of defending that Marco that early was just super mistakes. And him not hitting his stage is also just kind of great. It kind of makes us all win. We're not gonna play too much longer though, guys. We're just gonna play a little bit more. Ooh, Z is another outlier that I didn't talk about. Z's a very weird matchup because if they play Kuzan, you're in a really, really weird position. And he also opted to go second. Is this hint good? Kind of. Kind of good. Let's keep it. Let's play some bait in the form of Bonnie. I'm not gonna play Yamato, even though I really want to, because of the. Ooh, we got the killer. We can play another Bonnie and hope he just KOs it. To be honest, that's not bad. Get a 2K counter out of that, and then swing for 5. You really don't want to do this because now you can't use leader effect, so it's a little stupid. But if he KOs literally any of them, we're fine, which is what's happening. See, that's fine. Playing the Kuzan, that's going to be an easy fix. We can just use the leader effect. Gonna play the Yamato now. Tap that down. Swing for 7 at the stupid thing. We want that off the board. That card can get really annoying really quickly. And if he defends it, fine. I wonder if he's evading to defend this? I actually don't have a ton of testing with this deck into Z. It's a very outlier matchup for me. Like I don't know too much. I mean, I know about Z. Like I know how it works, but I don't know how much Kinemon suffers from it. Is he gonna defend this? Okay, he defended it with a 2K1K, which is totally fine. He's got rid of the queen. He got 6 Dawn now. The only problem is that on board, you can probably KO our Yamato, but the thing is, if he does KO our Yamato, we play Odin next turn. And that's really good for us. We can take this, actually. Okay, and now if he doesn't KO anything, we can actually play the kid, which is also good. 5 into lead. I'm a little bit scared of that, just because it's like we don't know. What does he do for 6? Oh, maybe King. Oh no, he's just gonna play Kobe. That's actually not a big deal. That really is not a big deal. Swing into this again. I'm gonna play Odin. Pass. Now if he does manage to KO it, we don't care. We can play with Kiku. Be like, alright, sweet. Like, doesn't really hurt us. We will counter this with the Toki, because I don't imagine this is staying. Yep. We definitely grab Okiku here. $5K at face. We take that. And if he attaches 1, make it 6, we just counter it. That's the 2K counter. Like, that's fine. Oh, he's gonna kill our Kiku? Oh, it's 7? Okay, we take that. Now he's gonna be a little bit behind though, too, which is really good for us. We can swing 7K into this Kuzan. This needs to be cleared. Card is annoying. Lovely. There's some 7 trap. Pass. He's a little bit behind now, which is really good. Because he got greedy and killed their Kiku. You kind of did not need to do that. Especially because the Kiku really wasn't tapping down anything relevant. Like, at all. 5K face, we can counter that with the Momo. Counter. And we got block there on board. It's a little annoying. I kind of want to clear this Kuzan, because that can clear this. But I don't have a way to play this Izo, but I really don't want to waste 2k. We're going to do it, though, because we don't have much of a choice. Watch him block it. If he clears it, that'd be kind of surprising. Okay, I'm a little surprised. You caught me. I'm surprised. We can Bonnie here. It's not too bad. Kind of just want to swing for 5k lead. Yeah, get some cards out of his hand. That's gonna activate Bonnie. Hopefully get Loft this. Nope, but we got Punk Gibson or another 7-drop. That's pretty good. Or we can play the X-Drake off that, but I think we're gonna get the Punk Gibson. Kind of the best thing I can grab here. We can tap down the blocker next turn, potentially, and that's really good. And then we can play this blocker, and then play another blocker, I think. Yeah. I want to play this Raizo, but there's no real reason to. $4k into the Bonnie, that would be fine. What? Oh, he used Great Eruption, making it so now can KO with... No, he can't. It is now only a 5 cost, though. Kind of want to block with this, because then I get to keep it, and it forces him to... Then again, like if he doesn't answer this, like, that'd annoy me. And I have 2 more blockers right here. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to block this for free. Just want to see what he does. Very curious. Because if he has a way to KO it, like, this comes useless. And I'd rather not deal with that thought. Now he played the Queen first, actually, is a mistake, because now we can swing into it. We can Punk Gibson. Like, if he makes this leader 7k, or swings with the Sakazuki, like in a second, we can tap down the Queen. Just 5? Oh, but he makes it 7. No, he's gonna swing only 5k. Yeah, that's actually fine. We're gonna do Punk Gibson. We can't Punk. Oh, it's 4-drop or less. Right. That's fine. We'll still do it, and then we can get rid of this blocker here. Play another blocker. That's kind of fine. Swing to there. He's very... Oh, hey, Kaizuku. He does not have a lot of resources going for him now, so we just kind of clear most things. If he blocks this, we'll just put 4 into lead and swing again to it. Now he has no cards in hand. That's really good. The question is, I kind of want to play Momo here. Odin here is not bad. It'll kind of waste our turn next turn, but I kind of like that more than Izo. Yeah, especially because he has like no resources anymore, which is what we want to see. Now we also know he has no... Oh my god. I'm gonna say he doesn't have a lot of resources to get rid of our... Oh, he just got a Kuzan? What the hell is this then? We have kids still. 4 into this. Oh, 4 into that. That can go. We don't need that. 5. Does he use the effect to get rid of one of these? Is the question. Into Izo. I don't want to make the most of this blocker, to be honest. Like, it feels wrong to do this. And Nah, I can kind of let go. 7 into lead. We can actually take that. Got Yamato off of that. That's pretty good. 1 card in hand, though. It's a little scary. 7k, 8k at face? We'll block that. Just because there's a lot of easy ways to get rid of this beige, I'd rather just hold on to this as long as I can. It's going to be 9k, 2 Dawn Up. That could be a impact wave that gets rid of the killer. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Kind of want to KO this stupid thing. The fact that he swung with it's very troubling to me. If I go 4... God, I don't know what to do here. But I really want to make enough Dawn to make this work and feel good about it. So we're going to put 1 here. Attack into this, I guess. Force the impact wave, I guess, now or never. Okay, so maybe he doesn't have impact wave. We're not gonna have Dawn to... If we play the Odin, we're not gonna have enough Dawn for Punk Gibson anyways. So now we just gotta go 6k into this queen. Yep. And then we play Odin and pass turn. We can't... I don't think we physically can lose... No, because you have 2 blockers. We physically can't lose, I think. Kuzan is really, really bad. That's not good. So you had 2 Kuzan off of that? That's so lame. Only 6k. That's not bad, though. We need 2k of that. He's got to swing with this. I don't want to lose 2 cards. No blockers, though, so we have no choice. We have to counter this. That sucks so hard. We can kill this, I guess. We can also kill that. Can't kill this. No matter what, I think I play this and just tap this down. And now we can swing 8k into this. Add active, swing into... We'll swing into this. And then we'll put 1 onto this and swing for 9. Pass the turn there. Hope I don't die. You make this maximum 13. But means we can, because Punk Gibson, we don't super lose right now. If we can survive this next turn, we kind of win, I think. Most likely. If he swings into this, that would be somewhat problematic. Because this is kind of the only way we're going to win next turn. 10 at face, which means the maximum we can go is 13. This is 11, 12, 13. We need this to be a single counter and we survive that. However, if we use leader effect, that means we don't survive that. So, I think we have to just defend this and then choose our targets and make this 11. And we don't lose now, but we're not in a good position. See, I think you can clear both of these now, right? Because you can swing all of this into the Odin, not even put much effort into it, and KO the Yamato. And then so I'll get the Okiku back, but I won't get anything else. Question is, though, does he play anything else? Because if he plays like blockers and stuff, we're in a bad position too. If he doesn't play anything, we can just try and KO this Kuzan. And that's not the worst position to be in, to be honest. If he plays any blockers also, we can just rest them with Okiku effect. Yeah, so 7, 8. This is a hard matchup. Yeah, so plays the blocker, swing into the Odin, I'm assuming, and then KO the Yamato. 3 Dawn active after that. No, 1 Dawn active. Yep. This dies, resolve attack, going to grab Okiku, play that. Draw a card, got an Izo. Not that that matters. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rest that, swing for 12 into that thing. That needs to clear off this. Oh my god, he had enough. He had enough. Oh god, we lose. Yeah, we lose now, huh? I don't even know. Swing to that, I guess. Yeah. Let's try that again. That was a really good match. Kuzan. Oh no! He left. So that's a deck I need to worry about. Okay, good to know. Z's a pain in the ass. I mean, I'm not surprised it's black. Black is a bad matchup no matter what. He's going first. We go second. This means his hand is... Is his hand good? Yamato makes his hand kind of sweet. It can get better, though. So, I just... And got back. Sweet. Never punished. This could be annoying. Z is a much better deck than the results in Japan showed. It is a really strong deck. It's a very, very powerful deck. Turmo and Bonnie's not bad. Huh. I would grab this Law, but there's really no point. Kind of rather grab X-Drake, because this matchup will put a lot of 4-drops on rest, so X-Drake's the best thing to grab here. Z is really hard to deal with. 2k into that. I could 2k counter that and make him look like a stupid dum-dum, but looking like that's not going to be the case. I'm trying to think how I respond here. I think I let this die. Using leader effects, totally fine. I don't know how I feel about Mihawk. It means we can deny resources, though. We're just... Oh, we did get all the Raizo, but we have no Bonnie to capitalize on that, so it's just swinging for 5 here. Force a counter or not, whatever. Going to play the Yamato, because he has no way to deal with this. And that's really funny. Too dependent on... yeah, it's very dependent on 10-drop, and he eventually drew it, which means we lost. I think if I should have done is probably swing into life more. That's annoying. We don't have a way to deal with that blocker. Like, I need a way to untap. But we're not going to deal with the leader effect, which is kind of good. I wouldn't play Z just because it's too dependent on Aokichi. But the second Aokichi comes down, it's like, okay, now we lose. It's like, okay. But Black's also hard for matchup for Kinemon anyways. So, I need to figure out the matchup regardless. 5k lead. Kind of want to counter this, to be honest, but we're going to take it. No. That's not good. That's kind of nice. 2 Dawn Up means he can play like an overheat, so we really don't want to deal with that. I kind of want to force him to do something stupid. So I'm going to swing 7k face and either force the block or force something funny. Yeah. And now we can play the Toki. Oh, wait. I think the effect first. Let's play this. And we can actually lead 2 up for Punk Gibson. I think that might be a little bit safer than playing Toki. So I think we're going to... Oh, yeah. 5k lead. Shit. I forgot my leader swing. So now you can play overheat. Yeah, that was so stupid. Enter. Whoopsies. You know, sometimes we make those mistakes. Sometimes we're stupid. 8k into Yamato. 9k into Yamato. 10k into Yamato. I'm gonna defend it. 11k? I'm still gonna do it. I don't care. It's worth it. Bouncing the... Yeah, it's kind of worthless. But we are still gonna do this. Choose no targets. 9. 11... we don't need Raizo here. 12. And he scooped! And that's why we run a 1-of. That's really funny. Choose go first. We can mulligan this hand. Oh, yeah, I've got... Oh, he could turn 1. Hell yeah. That leader effect is honestly going to be kind of annoying. We're just going to do this. Play the Okiku, pass. You run 2. Yeah, most people, if you're running Yamato, run 2. I run 1 just because I can't find space and I don't want to cut this Law. Because this would be the other Yamato. I really don't want to cut this. Because this card is actually really life-saving. The card's so good. Especially into red, because they have no answers to it. Like, that's funny. 5k into lead. Yeah, we take that. Toki's decent. We can lose a killer. What's annoying about this is that this Yamato is essentially useless. Like, we can't play it next turn. Kind of only my Kiku up. But I also want to deal damage, you know what I mean? This is a hard decision. Swing 5 there. What we can do is something a little cheeky. Play the killer and the Toki. Or we can play double killer, actually. Double killer is better. Like, yeah, we won't be able to play our Yamato with the most optimal way to play the game, I guess, but we already have Kiku on board. Like, we're fine. We can also 2K out of this because I want to keep it. Draw done. 6K to lead, tap that down. $5K into this. You didn't counter every attack. Now we play Law. Card action. Bounce. Play. That felt stupid. Like, chance playing on turn 2 is too good. Yeah, playing Yamato on turn 2 is really stupid. We block for free in this because I have 2 more blockers. What's the worst that's gonna happen here? 5K at face. We take that. We think play for 7. Oh, Dofi. Bouncing Kiku? Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We don't have a really good turn play here. Odin here or Kid would be phenomenal here, but mostly Odin, to be honest. But we can play this and this. If not, we can play. We go 7 into this, I think. Now we can play Kiku again. Beige. Attach 1 to each of these and enter. Hey, Ed. Good morning. Yep, that's the worst case scenario. Not swinging with that is very odd. We can't rest it with effect from the meter either. I don't know what to do here. I want to play Odin, but I don't have Odin. This doesn't rest anything, so it's useless. I can't play X-Drake. I mean, I could, it's just not worth it. I might just play it anyways, to be honest. 7K lead. He has to take this one. There's no way. Okay, I was gonna say. You can play the X-Shake here. Attach 2 there, and turn. Just leave a body. Playing Buggy. So he runs the even combat engine is this. Buggy, probably a little bit of an outlier. It's really hard. Why are you maining green now? Because it's good, and I like it. It's just good. Like, you can't deny powerhouse, like, you know what I mean? Hold on, my hair's a complete mess. You take a shower and you wear the hat to not feel stupid. We're gonna block this, draw a card. 10 at lead. Take this. I think I take this, to be honest. There's an Odin. Fucking finally. Boa, that's fine. We don't care about that. And the Law. Draw. Kind of just want to go face, to be honest. I don't really care about these two. This is a little annoying, but it's like, you like, go ahead, block. Like, I don't care. How do I want to do this? 1 on that, 1 on that. Yeah, so we tap with 5. We need to bring his life down. Now it's a race, and we really need to win this race. 7 at face. You let the... Oh, okay. Play that. 1 on that. Enter. Can't get rid of this. Blue still does not have an answer to straight up get rid of an Odin. But Kaku? That's not till set 3, dude. If Kaku was if Lucci was a deck right now, dude, I'd be maining that so hard. Free block that. Nah, I'd rather just draw a card here and say nope. I have 4 Tokis in hand. Good thing I have this Odin in hand. 8, 9. Is that getting into law? 10 into law? If he goes 9 into it, I don't want to lose double 2k. I also don't want to lose his blocker, but I actually don't care. Because I double Toki, might as well do something with my Dawn. 8k though, that's a different story. That'll save my... I'll gladly save law for that. And another blocker. No effect. Okay. 7 drop. That changes some things. I kind of want to get rid of this stupid buggy. It's kind of annoying me. I don't want him to do the same thing he did last turn. Slightly annoying. The thing is, if we play Kid, he can play Dofi again. I don't want him to give him the avenue to be like, oh yeah, I'm playing the game correctly. Like, nah. So then, in that case, do we play this? Tap it down. Tap down one of these. We'll attack into one of them. No harm. And then we can double swing. So now this is 11. We'll attack into first Dofi. And he'll either give him the chance to block or he will, yep. And we'll now swing into Dofi because I don't want to deal with that. And now he only has a Mihawk. And we're set for a while. End turn. Yes, when I was doing Lucci Eddie, I was testing set 3 for fun. 10k into Odin would be annoying, but it's not the end of the world by any means. If I block it, he'll just KO it again. 12 into Odin. Really want to keep my Odin. He needs to put 3, 4, 5 into this to do anything about it. I don't want to lose my law. He can bounce 5 or less as well, so kind of just want to block with this law. Get it over with. So 1, 2. He's at least 3. Yep, so it's an 8. 9, 10, 11. Into the extra, you got it. It's yours, dude. Absolutely. And blocker again. Draw a card. We don't have a way to tap this down, so that's a little annoying, but I really want to get rid of this Mihawk. 11, 12. Go 13. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's just 112. It forces him to do a lot of weird stuff. Effect. 12 into it. Force 2 2Ks, if anything. Nice. 6k lead, just so there's no bounce effect. 5k lead. Now we do 3 Tokis. Good luck getting past 3 blockers. How's Green's red matchup? Not bad. Very good, in fact. That's why Green's really good. Green's red matchup is very good. So, we block that. Make use of these blockers while I still have them. Ivankov. No, that's annoying. Does he use the effect? 4, don't bounce the Yamato. That'll be annoying. Please don't do it. No. It's lame. You're lame. Need another blocker? Seriously? Can I just want to do double swing with this, play this, feel good. So I think I'm going to do that. Swing for 5. This might be a little bit rough. Swing for 8. Use the effect. I'm not going to add more. I'm just debating if I want to... Do I give him that card? Yeah, I don't really see the harm. And then play his kid so that he can't double Luffy swing and feel too good about it because he can't bounce this without playing Dofi first. The only problem with this, otherwise ingenious plan, is that if he gets rid of this Odin before swinging, like that makes these blockers irrelevant. Yeah, so he has to play that, which means, do we still live? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're still fine, I think. Bounce 1 Toki. That's still fine. Actually, it's kind of helpful because it gives him that counter. 7, 8. 9. Going for it. Yep. He's gonna lose for doing this, to be honest. Because I can just take this and not care. 2k, 1k, 1k, 1k. Yeah, I survived no matter what. No, wait, maybe not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're fine. We'll take that. Force him to do something stupid. 8 at face. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 6 with that. Going to count the Bonnie, and that's your game. Good game. Yep. It's a really cool strategy. Just not good. Like, at all. Because the thing is, you just play even combo at that point, because you're going through your deck faster. And if you're relying on too much on that combo. Yeah, Croc gives you the ability to bounce stuff, but it's like, that doesn't necessarily matter. Who's still playing OPO 1? The hell? Why? Yeah, it was a good game. It was close, sort of. I'll play some quick Lucci. Then okay. He didn't put in OPO 2 lobby, didn't make it OPO 2 only. I don't know if this is playing OPO 3 and being stupid. Okay, he's going first. Keepity keep. So this might be the new Zoro list from set 3. Like you play buggies and you play all the annoying things. You can go turn 1 brand new. That's good. That's really good. Turn 1 brand new is really nice. We can grab 2k counter. Worst thing you can do here. Kind of want to. I mean, you can play Robin, which would suck, but kind of want to counter. Yeah, let's be slightly safe. Ezo, yeah. So this is a set 3 deck. Okay, cool. Question is now: do we play Air Door or do we play Borsalino? You know, I would love to play Lucci right now. You have no idea. Lucci's my jam, dude. Swing 5k. I think. If we Air Door, is that better? Potentially, in theory, no. Because the thing is, they have. Yeah, actually, it's not because if they have like a pistol to my Bluno. Oh no, Bluno would still be good. I'm dumb. Swinging only for 5. I want to free block this so bad. But then you can start swinging into it with like Makino combo stuff. So I'm just gonna take it. Ooh. Yeah, we use the trigger effect. Spandam or brand new? I think I gonna go brand new. Yeah, brand new's better. Shoulda went Spandam. God damn it. Yeah. Getting a free card from draw, now I get double brand new. Like, that's kind of neat, because if he swings with these, I can just go punch him in the face. You know, it's the only reason I didn't pick Spandam. Because Spandam only KOs these two. Like, these have options. And he KOs... That's a little annoying. But now we can do some shenanigans. We can air door, or we can just play up the blue note now. I'll be kind of most of my Dawn though. I kind of rather just do this. Play the Kaku, use action, air door, and air door. Get rid of 3 costs or less. Which one? I want to get rid of. I think both annoying. This can technically get worse. Oh god, no. I have 2 Dawn left over. I'm gonna do with it is the thing. Oh, I can put 2 on this, make it 5k. That'd be some precious bait. Next turn we can play Isho and get some 2 cards out of his hand, which would be really nice. End turn. I'm sorry the stream's not what it's advertised right now. This is not what it's supposed to be. I love Kaku. Such a cool card. Such a cool character. Let's see what I got here. Hey, just picked up the game. I went to green set 2, Wise, and looking at set 3 in Japan. Since you seem to test set 3 already, how do you personally feel green going to set 3? I appreciate it. I like your name. Welcome to the stream. I'm only testing set 3 just for funsies right now. But I can tell you right now, green really takes a real nosedive in power level coming from set 2 to set 3. Set 2, green is like top 3 best decks in the game. Set 3, the deck gets way worse. There's only like one relevant set 3 deck, and I probably just Kinemon still, honestly. Like Kaku is, or not Kaku. What the hell's his name? Starts with a K. Whatever. The set 3 green is just very irrelevant. It won't see a top. So, investing in set 2 green is good, but for the long run, invest in red because red is still good now. Like it does not lose its steam. Getting the Izo. Making the Kaku with 3k. Drew Marco off of that. Doesn't have enough to play either Marco. Oh, wait, what Marco is that? Doesn't have enough to play this Marco, so we're safe, thank god. That'd been really annoying. But he has a lot of 1-drops now. Hate to see that. What? What did he just do? Oh, yeah, he runs Fire Fist. That's so nuts. That's gross. That was so stupid. 6k at lead. Take that. He only has 5 cards in hand, which means our block 2k. We can get rid of this now, I guess, but Sakazuki would be decent. I kind of want to play Isho, to be completely honest. Or Branu. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But I have no owls in drop, I think. Which means that's not as relevant. Kind of want to get him a card in hand. If he drops a card, then let's see. We'll attack first. We'll attack first and see how he does. If he counters out of this attack, if he takes this attack, okay, now he's like Isho. Easy decision. Very easy decision now that we're there. And enter. This is gonna be a really hard matchup because all this is gonna be start swinging soon, and that's gonna suck hard. Granted, these are only 2Ks, so that's not too bad. But these being 5Ks, like that sucks. Thanks so much for that. I can see picking up Whitebeard already. Yeah, Whitebeard, pick it up. It's stupid. We're gonna counter with the Fukuro so that we now have the ability to play off the blue note if we want to. This is annoying. We have to counter all this stuff that we don't want to counter out of. 7 at lead. We can take that. 7 at lead, we'll take that too. We could use trigger effects, but I think it would be a little bit safer and not use trigger effect here. We're not in the worst position we can be in, but this is not. This is definitely not the best. 3 for a Zoro. That's a little obnoxious. 6k at lead, 2 Dawn up. I think we can afford to do this. It's a little bit risky. Two Dawn up. What could that be? Minus it, swing into it twice. This is now a 3k. These are both 3. That's a little lame. We get 2k, 1k though. It's not the worst plan ever. Or double 1k, but then we lose. I think I'd rather hold on to Porcelino if I can. It's getting very close to the wire. 3k into 3k. We're gonna count with Luna. We don't need it. And then 1 drop for a buggy. Grabbing a Diablo Jambe? Ew. Gross. Okay. Now how do we proceed this turn? We want to leave enough up for the impact wave. I want to give this to Marco, but now he has the Jambe, he can discard it and bring it back, so there's no point. We could, in theory, go for game. He'd have 1 card in his hand dead. We could go for game. Let me think about this. It's really hard to go for game unless I don't use the impact wave effect. Like if I don't hold up for impact wave. Because we need a KO card. Actually, it's not that bad if we decide to swing the Porcelino. With only 2 cards in hand, no Dawn up, we actually can win the game here. If it's pistol, though. So we put 2 here. 9k, 9k effect. If it hits, if it goes through. So 9k at face. Please don't be a pistol, because that means I'll auto lose here. Okay. I think we swing with the Porcelino first. How much is this? Gonna be 5. He needs 2 2Ks. Swing 6 into that. If this doesn't go through, use effect, discard this, and I guess this. So now we have a 9k swing at lead that needs to go through, and we have to put the rest in lead. If you make this 10, we're already at 9 here, so we can make we can make this 10 and we make this 10. We make 11. And make this 11. So it's very unlikely because he has the Jambe in hand, and then the rest goes in lead. And that should be game. 2, 4. Yep. Dang, that was close. Lucci, boys. That's why Lucci's broken. That's why you play Lucci and not Smoker. Because Lucci's the boy. He destroys people's faces. Alright, thank you, Eddie. It was hard, but we knew that he had the Jambe, so that made it a little easy, and he was tapped out. Like, if he had 1 Dawn open, that was no longer safe. That was not a safe play to make. That's why I want to play Lucci set 3. Lucci set 3 is my baby. My favorite deck in the game, by far. And there's my only problem right now is that I'm full arting my set 2 black deck. I'm really close. But it's kind of dumb. Because Um, I'm not sure if I'm gonna run Kuzan or not. Like, there's some black cards I'm not sure if I'm running. Like, this is my list. A lot of the cards in set 2 that like I'm full arting are essentially like useless, like these two and maybe Kuzan. But if I'm playing Kuzan, I don't play Kaku, and I'm like, nope, can't convince me to do that. And I don't run Garp. It's another card I kind of want to put. Like, I want to cut these Shigis, to be honest. Let's see, 4, 8. Honestly, I should put more 2Ks in this list, anyways. To be honest, kind of want to cut Spandam. Spandam's kind of useless. Only kind of though. Like, it's just these need to be full arted, which I'm not full arting these yet, anyways. But everything else, I just need this leader, and yeah, that's it. These two cards I need full arted for next set and lead. So it's actually not that much. But other black decks run more, so like I don't know what I like yet, so I have to just do all of it and just pray to God it makes sense. Also, I really don't like that most Belushi lists don't run Garp. Like, most of them don't. And the not this one. They run this, but they run the 2K, 2-drop. And I'm like, I want to run it just because it's pretty. Like, I like it. Also, I don't want to waste all the time I put into getting them. You know what I mean? All right, so I think we're gonna end the stream right there, guys. I got locals I gotta go to, so we're gonna end it there. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for joining.